tonight, wait tonight. Bets are off. I'm gonna find my way tonight, wait tonight. Won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me?
Literally first cast of the day.
Lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. The gain's an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me through. Now you're gone, I'm alone. Guess it's time to get better.
All right, there you go. Been on the lake for probably 10 or 15 minutes now fishing this first spot, and just caught my 5th bass. So if I was fishing a tournament, you know, I'd have a whopping 5 bass limit for probably 4.5 pounds. Just a bunch of small ones on this spot is what it looks like, but they sure are fun to catch when you haven't caught a fish all week. So probably move spots here in a little bit and see if I can upgrade a little bit. Stay tuned. Exactly what I was looking for, but it's a fish. All right, a little better bass there. Definitely a lot better than what I was catching this morning. I've been working this school for the past, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. I've made several casts on it. I had one bite that dropped it immediately, and then that one hit it, but I mean, it hit it like it was a jig. Hopefully, we fired them up a little bit. Let's see if we can get a couple more out of this school. All right, another decent bass right there. This one's definitely bigger than the last one. Shoot, that's a good bass. I'll take that all day long. pretty decent. All right, so mid-afternoon update. Time is about 1:30. So I had the day off from work. I did not set my alarm clock. I slept in for a little bit. Kind of piddled around the house this morning, doing some stuff, and then got the boat ready and headed out to the lake. So got here late morning. I don't know exactly what time it was. I'm gonna guess and say probably 10 or 10:30 or something like that. Maybe a little earlier. I saw some guys who were spraying the lake, and spraying like the I guess you could call them aquatic control or weed control or whatever. Anyway, they were out here spraying the lake, and I just talked to them for about 20 minutes, just picking their brain a little bit, asking them, like what they were focusing on when they were spraying, how long they'd been out here and stuff like that. So didn't really get a whole lot of information out of them, so I didn't want to really focus on anything shallow. Not that I had a plan to come out here and fish shallow anyway, but that kind of put my shallow game off the table, because I don't know how that spray affects the fish, if it affects the fish or not. I imagine it has. I imagine they probably just don't like it. Got to my first spot, and I think I hit that spot like right as the morning bite was dying off, because man, that first spot, they were really aggressive. I mean, heck, my first cast, I don't think my lure even hit the bottom. I was starting to reel up my slack to start my retrieve, and there was already a fish on. And then I caught several, just right back to back. I think I caught 5 or 6 in that spot. And then I did not catch another bass for probably a couple hours. Still got plenty of time to be out here fishing. We'll keep going. We'll see how this works out, and stay tuned. We'll see what we can get into. I was hung on a stump, and bass picked it right up off the stump, I guess. Probably the best one I've caught out of that school so far. Nice solid bass. Looks like he's been eating good. I just fought that fish all the way back to the boat and he jumped off right there. The hook was never out. That's why I was trying to set the hook. I never felt like I got a good hook set on him. But look at that. Hook never came out of the worm. Alright, lunker of the day. Alright, looks like we're going to call it a day. Good day of fishing. Can't really complain. I mean, I caught a lot of fish. Maybe not the quality I was looking for, but hey, that's fishing. You can't always come out here and get a stack of 20 plus or whatever. You know, we had a lot of cold nights this week. That definitely dropped the temperature down when I put in at the boat ramp I was using this morning. When I put the boat in the water, it was 65 degrees. Now, the boat ramp's near the feeder creek or the feeder river for the lake, so it's typically a little cooler there than it is on the main lake. With 65 degrees, that's pretty chilly water temperature. And then when I did get out on the main lake, the water temperature was about 69 degrees, and it eventually warmed up to about 70 degrees. So all in all, not bad. But we did have, you know, a lot of nights this week where the temperature, I mean, heck, I had to turn the dang heat on in my house. So I think we're just in that fall funk, or we're just on a really on a streak of catching a bunch of small fish. Maybe the bigger ones are leaving the ledges and starting to move towards the backs of the creeks. There's still a lot of shad on the main lake. There wasn't as much as there was last week. I did idle around in some creeks, and there was plenty of shad back in the creek. So who knows? It could just be that migration. I had the day off from work and decided to take advantage of it. This weekend it's supposed to be really windy. I don't mind fishing in the wind if that's all I got to choose from, but I knew today was pretty breezy too, but this lake, I don't like to ride around on this lake when it's windy. There's a lot of stumps that are just barely above the surface, and when it gets windy out here, you can't see them, or you don't see them till you're right up on them, and then it's a little too late. So did most of my damage today on just a straight tailworm, nothing special. And then you know, I caught one or two on a 5XD, and I caught one on a chatterbait. But other than that, it still seems like you needed to really finesse them to get them to bite. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I know I enjoyed making it, and we'll see you guys next time.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it, getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all the